A few weeks back, we looked at the discontinued SEIKO XKX007, which is one of the best known SEIKO watches. And in this week's video, we are looking at another one of SEIKO's best, the Alpinist. Well, it's more a case of one SEIKO collection completely transitioning and being added into another SEIKO collection. Start of this year, SEIKO added 4 new watches to their Prospex line inspired by the Alpinist. And in today's video, we are looking at one of these 4 watches, the SPB117. Hello and welcome back to Wine on the Move. I would like to thank Sean who lent me his watch for this video. Do check out his Instagram. And now, let's get into it. Introduced in 1961, the SEIKO Alpinist was designed as a reliable and sturdy watch for Japanese mountain climbers and other sports enthusiasts alike. The launch of this watch was an important milestone for SEIKO, as this was the first sports watch ever introduced by the brand. Throughout the years, there were several generations of the iconic Alpinist that were introduced. The first one was the Rolex Alpinist, introduced in 1961, followed by the Alpinist Champion 850 series launched in 1963. Fast forward to 2006, SEIKO released the Alpinist reference SARB017, along with another 2 that were often forgotten, the SARB013 and the SARB015. They were all an instant success. The green dial Alpinist, the SARB017, with its unique color combination, instantly became a cult favorite. Understandably so, as the watch is so versatile and can take you from business meetings to happy hour without feeling out of place. It wasn't surprising then that these 3 models became the longest available in the market until their discontinuation in 2018. And many predicted that it's only a matter of time before SEIKO brings it back. And as predicted and by popular demand, the SEIKO Alpinist is back with new models. Launched in January this year under SEIKO's Prospex collection, the new Alpinist comes in 4 different models: SPB117, SPB119, SPB121, and the SPB123. However, since they are now under the Prospex line, the Prospex X logo is now visible at 6 o'clock. This replaces the words DiaShock 23 joules of the old models. The variant we have here is probably the most classic looking among the bunch, the Alpinist SPB117J1, also known as reference SBDC087. It is inspired by the 2006 model Shark's Tooth Alpinist SARB015. The SARB015 used the 6R15 automatic movement. Since the 6R15 was produced in 2005, SEIKO decided that they should refresh the collection with the latest movement, the 6R35. The newest Alpinist Shark's Tooth is also powered by this latest automatic caliber, which is of course an upgrade from the 6R15. It still operates at 21,600 beats per hour with hacking and hand winding capabilities. Its main updates are the increase of joules to 24 and a power reserve of 70 hours from the 50 hours on the previous version. The movement can be seen through the watch's exhibition case back. This increase in power reserve is really helpful, especially 70 hours of it at this price point. The accuracy range of this movement is +25 -15 seconds per day. The watch has a case diameter of 39.5 mm. It is 48 mm lug to lug and just over 13 mm in thickness with a 20 mm lug width. The watch has a screw down crown and offers 200 meters of water resistance, and features the Alpinist's signature second crown at 4 o'clock for adjusting the internal compass bezel. I'm a fan of internal rotating bezel, although I must admit I have no idea how this compass bezel works. SEIKO has started to push the Prospex line up market. This watch case includes some impressive new features, including the display case back and a sapphire crystal with the Cyclops date magnifier. Although I'm not the biggest fan of this date magnifier, as its edges are quite sharp and not as smooth as the magnifiers on some other watches. But then again, I'm nitpicking over tiny details. This matte black dial holds one of the most striking features of this watch, which has easily recognizable applied pointy metal markers in the shape of shark's tooth, with minute numerals and luminous plots around them. And the watch has a cathedral handset. Out of all the variants released, this is by far my favorite dial because of the distinct shape of the applied markers and the matte black dial with a little splash of red. The SPB117 SPB117 doubles down on its sportier design with an oyster-style bracelet fitted on a single lock mechanism that allows for easy removal. Overall, the clasp locks with a reassuring click sound that provides a great fit on the wrist. Although the bracelet is comfortable, you can always play around with different strap choices, like this canvas strap that I feel really gives it an adventurous look. And although a compass for a complication is pretty useless compared to other complications, I get that it's a watch meant for exploring and it might be useful for some. Having said that though, I rather enjoy the complex dial. It's crowded on the edge yet has enough space for it to look balanced. The Prospex branding now finalizes Alpinist's transition to one of SEIKO's modern established collections, which in turn means that it received the much needed upgrades, which adds to its value proposition as the watch retails for $750. It is definitely a great alternative to some more pricey exploring watches. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of the new Prospex Alpinist line? Are you a fan of this hybrid or do you prefer the old Alpinist watches? If you enjoyed this video, do smash that like button, and if you're new to this channel, do hit that subscribe button. Also follow me on Instagram at WiningOnTheMove. Until next time, cheers.